Subaru.
All right, Joyce, come over here.
Eric has a Subaru, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You guys ready for some yoga?
Yes.
Yep.
All right then. Any requests, any comments before mutation?
Hmm.
That was a
Yes.
All right, well, we'll begin. If you think of anything, you can unmute and let me know.
All right.
Enjoy yourself.
All right, beginning our yoga practice on this wonderful Wednesday morning. Feeling your seat. And think about in your mind, what does friendliness feel like? What does friendliness feel like? So if you have a Subaru, you're friendly. If you live in the Midwest, you're friendly. But really, what do you associate with friendliness? How would you describe it? And when you think of these descriptions, how does it feel in your body? For instance,
Mindy, I think it's an outward focus.
friendly is an outward focus. Can you explain that a little bit more?
Well, you're interested in other people. You're willing to listen more than talk. It's, I think that's how I would describe it.
Perfect. I like that word. Outward listening. Listening is a big one. To be somebody's friend or friendly, really listening and communication are so key. And thinking about others. What about friendliness to ourselves? How does friendliness feel in your body? And what does it, where does it reside? How does it look? I love Ed's description of there's an outward focus, and some people say in order to be friendly on the outside, we got to be friendly on the inside, or you know that saying, in order to love yourself, in order to love others, you got to love yourself. So in order to be friendly to others, you got to be friendly to yourself. Or have you heard that line? Would you say that to your friend? You know, some of the things we say to ourselves, would we say that to our best friend? That's a real big one, like a good check-in when we're feeling a little edgy.
Be your own best friend.
Yes. So yoga is very much about that, because it does have this internal focus, but the idea is that we can then go out into the world and be more leaders. I've heard the word light workers, you know, I'm sure you have your own word to describe it, but bringing light and smiles and good deeds to those around you. So picture a smile in your body and start with your feet. And picture the smile in your feet. So maybe you immediately go to the emoji. Before they had the word emoji, it was a yellow smiley face with the black smile and the black eyes. And picture some type of smile. It might even be a person or a picture of somebody in your head, and bring it to your feet and your lower legs. Bring the smile to your upper legs, your hips, your belly. Notice any responses or reactions that you have along the way. Picture the smile across your heart. In fact, you might take your finger and just draw the smile. Really feel it. Picture that smile in your body, across your heart. Picture that smile on the inside of your mouth without physically smiling. And then maybe draw a smile across your forehead. And then begin to breathe in and out. And you might say to yourself, friend on the inhale, friend or friendly or friendship on the exhale. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. So yoga is a practice of befriending ourselves and others. Let your arms down by your side. And then inhale, lifting them about halfway. Give yourself a hug. One arm on top of the other, doesn't matter which one. As Ed pointed out, it really doesn't matter which side you do first. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel your body as you breathe in. Feel your body as you breathe out. And then inhale and open up your arms. Spread your fingers. And exhale, hug with the other arm on top. Feel your breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose, starting to even out the respirations. And then open up your arms and exhale, release your hands down by your side, circle your shoulders up, around and about. So befriending ourselves is it can be quite challenging. There's an exercise we do in mindfulness, and we say these nice things, it's 4 or 5 lines. You can say it to the community, you can say it to other people that you adore or like, and then when it comes time to say it to yourself, it can be really tough. Let's take our right arm forward, open it out to the side, look back behind us. Inhale the arm upward to your extent, to your range of motion. Open it up and then cross it over. Cross it over. So the fingertips are moving towards your left. Breathe in and breathe out. Breath is in and breath is out. Take your hands to the top of your thighs, round your spine, and gaze inward. Yoga is a process of gazing inward. So we go in order to go out. So now on cow pose, we open it up, draw the shoulders up and back, sit bones back, our heart opens. Our heart opens. So we go in to go out. We go from the darkness to the light. Exhale, round your spine, shin to chest. This is more gazing in towards the navel. Your eyes could be open or closed. And now inhale, open it up. Some people call this how wonderful it is. Exhale, round, inward. Open it up, outward. How wonderful it is. And then with your left arm out to the side, take it back behind you. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, arm may rise upwards. Yeah, to your range of motion, and take it back out, big and wide. Cross it over your front line, your midline. Fingertips are now towards the right. Relax the shoulder if it feels like it's lifting up. See if you can just lower it down a little bit. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Exhale, lower your arms down. Find cat pose. Once again, chin to chest, lean back, pull the belly in. Inhale, open it up. How wonderful it is. Exhale, rounding. We curl inward. Inhale, we open it up, big and wide. Bring your arms into cactus. Side bending towards your right. Feel a nice side bend. Inhale back upright, exhaling other way. Good, find your side bend. Breathing in, breathing out, feeling the lengthening on the right side of your body. Lift back upward, tilt your fingertips down. Inhale, lift them up. Take your fingertips behind your head. Exhale, side bend towards your right. Open it up, big and wide. Open it up. Notice if your ribs are jutting forward, pull them back a little bit. Good. Now, clap your hands. Awesome. Open it up, maybe gaze upward towards your fingertips. Exhale, clap it. Good. One more, open it up. Tilt now towards the left and back towards the right. Good. Find your way back to the left. So now left arm is down, right arm is up. Take your fingertips behind your head. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. Open it up big and wide. Spread your fingers. Lap your hands. Open it up. That's right. And clap towards each other. And open it up. Maybe gaze up towards your right fingertips. One more time, bring it in. And then come back to center. Pull your pinky ring and middle fingers towards each other. Point your fingers away. Thumbs crossing. Otherwise known as Charlie's Angels Mudra. Some people know it as that. And let's draw the figure 8 of infinity. So making a figure 8 or infinity sign horizontally. And notice how your body feels as you do this. So you might open up your feet a little bit. I don't know why I'm feeling the interest in doing that, but maybe it gives more of a base. Feel your base, your sit bones on your seat as you draw. Maybe you pause in one of the areas. Let's pause towards as we reach towards our right. Go back to drawing that infinity or sideways number 8. And then pause as you lengthen your arms towards the left. Lifting the arms towards your ears. They may not go all the way. Elbows may be bent or straight. How about peek under your right arm dome? Just peek under. Look upward. Always if it's okay with your neck. I'm always sensitive to the neck. Come back to center. Go move your fingertips towards the right. Peek under the left arm dome. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale back to center. Open it up and widen your legs. So we're now in goddess or Zeus. So knees over heels, kneecaps about over middle toes, just a nice angle. We're not looking for perfection. What you're looking for is how does it feel in your body? Go ahead and let your knees kind of tilt outward and then come onto the edge of your feet and then tilt the other way. Inside of the feet, knees come inward a little bit. Outward, inward, out. So we're just rolling in and then cross each way. You may or may not touch here. So cross one over the other. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Just a little bit. So crossing our limbs is changing the pathways in our brain. We're not used to that. We don't do that very often. So it is changing the pathway. Good. And then keep crossing and moving the arms forward. That's it. Open it wide. Cross them over each other as your legs move in and out. And then eventually find your way to cactus. Knees are wide, so wide for you. And the wide for you could be here. If your inner thighs are tight, you're only gonna take your legs so wide. Bring your forearm onto your thigh. Make sure that shoulder is back. We don't want to put weight on a shoulder when it's coming forward like that. So we pull it back and then circle the left elbow around and about, inviting movement in. Breath is in. Breath is out. Push down through your feet as you lengthen your right arm over your ear and head. Breath is in. Breath is out. Pull your belly in and up. Push down through your feet. Perhaps lift the lower arm, your right arm. So now it's surrounding your ears. Notice how that's work. That is definite work. We have to keep pulling our belly in, use our core to stay here. Inhale, rise up. And other way. Left forearm to the thigh. Make sure both shoulders are back. Let's draw with the right elbow. You can experiment. You might stay at one height. You might make your circle small and then bigger until the elbow is circling around and about. Breathing in and out. Good. Let's take the arm over the ear. Stretch long. Press down through your left forearm. Get a little bit more space. Pull your belly in and up. Tacking your hips down. Take a breath in and out, and maybe lift the lower arm. Maybe lift the lower arm. These are always options. Never a requirement. You get to determine what's right for your body because you're being friendly to your body right now. Push down through your feet, rise up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Inhale, heels rise. So the tendency sometimes when we do these practices is we say things to our body that aren't nice, like, how come you can't do this better? How come you're not doing this? And you could do this and you could do that. Are those things we would say to our friend, our best friend? Exhale, lower your heels down. Inhale, they rise up. Lift tall through your spine. Interlace your fingers. Push your palms away. That's it. Push your palms away. Exhale, lower the heels down. Inhale, they rise up. Exhale, they lower. Inhale, heels rise, arms out to the side. Push your palms away. I'm always amazed by the sensation in the hands. Do you feel this in your hands? Spreading your fingers. Make a yoga fist. Thumb on the inside of the palms. Wrap your fingers around. Lower your heels. Circle your wrists. Feel a nice stretch on the top of the hand or the back of the hand. And then reverse it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's bring our knees back in front of us and extend the right leg. Push out through the heel. Ooh, I just felt that stretch. Go ahead and point the toe away. And then pull the toes towards you. Heel is pressing down. You might check out whether the knee is locking. You can do that by putting your fingers behind your knee. And if it feels really hard, like there's a bulge there, probably locked, check it out and give it a little softness behind there. So a little micro bend. Point and flex and point and flex. And then sit tall, spine rising up through the crown. Take your hands to the side of the chair. Inhale, leg rises. Exhale, it lowers. Inhale, it rises to maybe an inch off the earth, maybe a millimeter off the earth, maybe a foot off the earth. Doesn't really have to be any higher than your hip. Now, some people say, I'm just not strong, or I'm not using my muscles, they're not activating. Go ahead and touch your muscles and notice how they are activating to lift the leg. Exhale, lower it down. Good. Hold on to the side of the chair and drag your leg out. It's kind of like you're making a little quarter of a circle, and then inhale, drag it back in. Maybe you lift it, take it out to the side, inhale, bring it back to center, exhale, lower it down. Inhale, we lift, exhale out to the side, inhale it back, pressing foot away, maybe the left arm moves outward. As you lower your leg, arm lifts. As you lift the leg, arm is out to the side. Awesome. Lifting, lowering the arm, leg rises. Take it out to the side, relax your hand, lower the heel down. And then adjust yourself on the seat so you feel balanced, so you don't feel like the chair is cutting you. So sometimes that means moving into center, and sometimes that means moving one sit bone off of the chair, as long as you feel balanced. So for me, that does help to get this right now, right sit bone towards the edge of the chair, so it's not cutting. Let's inhale and float our arms into T and gaze over the left fingertips. Breathe in and breathe out, lowering the right hand, lifting the left. Lift tall. Now you can hold on to the side of the chair. You don't want to feel like you're going to fall, so hold on. Maybe you find a little back bend here. Then back to arms into T. Relax the shoulders. Breath is in. Breath is out. Let's drag this right heel back into center and find a twist. Right hand outside left thigh, finding your twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Really feel. Take the time to feel. Perhaps imagine that smile across your heart. You can draw it with your fingers. There's something about the smile that makes us feel good. Yeah, it's very interesting that it's intuitive. It's built into our system. Inhale back to center. Let's bring the heel back in. Other side. So now, take your left leg forward. Press down through the heel, pull the toes towards you. Without looking, pretend you're stepping on the gas and pushing out through the big toe mound. You can always ignore me. You're like, oh, enough of these little details. Feel free. If you so desire, imagine spreading your toes. Maybe somebody's tickling you with a smile across the bottom of your foot. Point them away. Pull them towards you. Breathe in as you point. Breathe out as you pull in. Good. Notice as you press away how you feel a lengthening across the front, and as you pull the toes towards you, you might feel a contraction behind the calf. You might soften the back of the knee. And then staying right here, holding the sides of the chair, lifting tall, shoulders up and back. So we don't want to feel stiff, right? And we want to feel like we're jutting forward. Shoulders are up and back. Hands on the chair, maybe lifting the leg an inch or 2 or 3, or maybe up to knee height so they're about even. Maybe you tap the thigh to see how strong you are, that the muscles check them out, that they're working. Exhale, lower the leg down. Inhale, it lifts. Notice if you're building any heat. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, it lifts. Let's take it out to the side. Bring it out to the side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting. You can push down through the opposite side. That very often helps find the lift on the other side. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, bring it to center. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, bring it to center. Maybe lifting the right hand, maybe taking it out to the side. Exhale, lowering, this time lowering the hand and the leg. Inhale, both lift. That's it. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. How about switch it up? As the leg lifts, the arm is down. As the leg is down, the arm lifts. Oh boy, now I gotta really think here. Arm down, leg lifts. Leg down, arm lifts. Good. One more, lower. Now take the leg out to the side, maybe holding on to the side of the chair, lower the heel down. Make your adjustments with your hips. So you're feeling squared off. Shoulders over hips. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, float your arms into T. Gaze over your right fingertips. Palms are down. Inhale, lift the palms. So turn your thumbs back behind you. Relax the shoulders. Lowering the left arm, lift the right arm towards the sky. Might be bent. Find a little back bend. You can hold on to the side of the chair, maybe your thigh. You want to feel balanced. It feels good to me to push down through the left heel and pull it towards me. I feel a whole activation through the left side of the body. Notice if you feel that. Inhale back to our variation of warrior pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Lower your arms and bring the leg back to in front of you. We'll find our twist. Left hand outside right thigh. Right hand behind you. Let your chin be level as you twist towards your right. Imagine a smile or draw it across your chest. Maybe you picture that smile inside your mouth. Maybe you actually lift the corners of your mouth into a smile. Breathe in. And breathe out. Big smile. Back to center and pull the leg back in. Notice how you're feeling now in your body. Notice how you're feeling now. Let's do a few breath of joys. Those are always nice. Joyful. Friendship is joyful. Friendliness is joyful. Smiles are joyful. Inhale, swing the arms up. Exhale out to the side. Yup. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, ha. I can't hear you, but it should be loud. Inhale up. Exhale out to the side. Inhale, they rise. Exhale, ha. Really make it loud. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale out to the side. Inhale, they rise. Exhale, ha. Like you're karate chopping the earth. It's a ha. People, your neighbors will wonder what is going on in there. What are they doing? One more time. Inhale up. Exhale out to the side. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale. Ha. Keep your arms behind you. Imagine that you're holding a beach ball. Draw your shoulders up and back, not so it feels so tight. You don't want to feel tension, but see if you can feel the muscles working behind your shoulder blades, releasing tension elsewhere. And that might be bobbing your head a little bit. Breathe in, maybe grab the back of the chair or the sides of the chair, or even towards the bottom of the chair and you come a little bit forward in the chair. Lean forward, shoulders up and back. Nice back bend. Nice back bend. Breathe in and breathe out. Sit back up, arms rise, hands together. Let's do a thigh stretch. So you might want a block or a pillow for this to rest your knee on. We're gonna face towards the right on our chair. So we're facing to the right. And then you might put the block next to it if you're gonna rest your knee on it. If you haven't done it before, you'll figure it out. Some people might use a blanket and a block or both. It really is gonna depend on the height of the chair and the length of the legs and the tightness of the thigh. So I'm just showing this. You don't have to do this exactly. You're gonna have to find what's right for you. So I'm going towards the edge of the chair first. Then bringing the outside leg. So the left leg is going to lower down. The shin is resting on the blanket or the block or book or pillow. And then I'm squaring off towards the right. Shoulders over hips, and then knee is straight down from the hip. Notice if you feel a stretch. There's a few steps to take to feel a little bit more if you're not feeling it yet. By the way, your back toes can be curled under, or they could be resting on a blanket, especially if you cramp up. It's a good idea to place a blanket there, and that will help some of the spasming or cramping. Then the ribs may be jutting forward. That's often the case. So we want to pull them back, kind of like cat pose. In fact, you can find cat pose here. Gaze into your belly, you round your spine. Then inhale and lift up, draw the shoulder blades on your back. Taking the left arm forward, maybe into cactus, maybe lifting upwards, pulling the ribs back, lifting tall. Notice if you feel the stretch now. If you don't, you can extend the back leg. So now the front of the thigh is stretching. The arm is lifting, the ribs are moving back. We're hugging our legs towards each other. Breathe in and breathe out. What you don't want to feel is lower back pain. So if you do, please come out of it and don't take your legs so far back. We want to make sure that we're angling the sit bones downward as the belly tones. So that's going to be helpful. And if you still feel back pain, then you probably want to come out of this. We're not looking for back pain. No back pain allowed. We're looking to stretch the front of the thigh. And I can very often feel it without taking the leg back by pulling the ribs back, lifting tall. You can even take a little side bend inwards towards your chair. And then breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, open up the arm, release. Take the left leg, bring it forward, and then turn back to neutral. Maybe stretch out both legs here. Give them a little stretch. So stretching out the leg straight in front of you, pointing, flexing, and circling the ankles one way and then the other. And then we'll find the other side. So now we're going to turn towards the left. Now the setup is really important in this. If we don't turn all the way, we might torque body parts. So we really want to make sure that we're facing the direction. So in this case, left. And then we bring the outside leg down and back a little bit. Again, toes can curl under or tap a foot down. When the toes are curled under, it gives you a little bit more muscle activation, but for some people it starts a cramp. So we don't need that. And then if you do get a cramp, come on out of it. Step your foot forward, maybe step it down a few times, breathe, give it a break, and then go back in. And then go back in. All right, so we're going to bring that knee down, pull the ribs back, lift tall through the crown of your head. Determine, is this enough? Pulling the ribs back, lifting tall, maybe taking the outside arm up, maybe lengthening the outside leg back, feeling a stretch through the front of the leg. That's what we're going for in this pose. Holding on, really holding on to the back of the chair. That's going to give you some balance. Relax the shoulders up and back. Then outside arm may lift. And you might take a side bend, whether you lift the arm or not. You're pulling the ribs in and up. The elbow could be bent. And you're side bending towards the back of the chair. Pressing down through your feet and pulling them towards each other. Adjusting the back leg. You don't want back pain. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then let's return to neutral. So we stepped the outside leg, the right leg forward. And then we turn back to center, moving props out of the way. And we will go towards standing poses, and we'll use that lunge further. It's good to show that seated one. And some of you might enjoy a thigh stretch more seated, and some might say, I feel it more standing. So it's a great option to have. And it just depends. If you get back pain, I kind of let that one go, because you can do a thigh stretch as we do sometimes on the mats. And there's just other options. So no need for pain. I'm gonna put these blocks to the side for now. And let's start just by standing in mountain pose. You can place the chair in front of you or to the side of you, depending upon what's best for your balance. And feel your feet on the earth. Perhaps go back to the sensation of friendliness towards yourself. And draw little imaginary smiley faces on the bottom of your feet. And breathe in. And breathe out. Press down through your feet. Press down through your feet and feel energy charging up your legs. You might feel a tone in your hips. Without looking, inhale and lift your right toes. So we're lifting the right toes. Exhale, lower them. Inhale, left toes lift. Notice any talk you're saying to yourself, like, I can't do this. I don't know if they're lifting. Don't peek. It doesn't really matter. We're sending the message from the head all the way down there. Long way to travel. Exhale, lower the toes. Inhale, all 10 toes rise. Spread them. Breathe in and breathe out. Release the toes down. Notice how the weight may have shifted. Go ahead and shift your weight forward in your feet and then back towards your heels. Forward and back. Lean forward. Lean back. Forward and back. Good. Find that place where you're in center. So the weight in your feet is about here. If you can see, I'm right about the center of the arch, maybe slightly forward. We call that the forehead of the arch. Then, keeping your shoulders neutral and your palms forward, unless you've got your hands on the chair, tilt your right ear down towards your right shoulder. Relax your right shoulder. Inhale, head rises. Exhaling, left ear to left shoulder. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, back to center. Let's turn towards the chair, if you haven't already, and find our first wall dog. So hands on the back of the chair, the seat of the chair. Walk yourself back so you're making an L with your body. Feet may be wider. Sit bones are back. Knees are bending. And then start to press your sit bones and your hips back, feeling your shoulder blades on your back. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Bend your knees maybe a little bit more. Inhale, slowly straightening, perhaps not all the way. Exhale, bending. Inhale, straightening. Exhale, we bend. Inhale, we begin to straighten. Walk your feet back towards the chair. Awesome. Take a little break, get your center, push down through your feet. Then release that pressure down. Push down through the right foot. Let the left one feel a little light. In fact, maybe bend the knee. Then reverse it. Push down through the left foot, soften the right knee. And then walk in place, maybe lifting one heel, then the other. So just alternating. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Come back to neutral. Both feet are down. We're going to step our left foot back. Our right foot is forward. We're in our lunge. This is very similar to what we just did in the chair. Notice how it feels different. So the left heel is back. We usually say the heel can be up or the heel can be down. Knee is forward, bending over the heel and the ankle. Now, notice if we're leaning forward and lift tall. So the crown of your head is rising upwards. Now, sit down in that right hip. So it might go a little deeper. Then lean forward a little bit. Draw the shoulders on the back and notice how the weight goes into that right thigh. Inhale, lift your spine through the crown of the head. Exhale, lean forward. So we've got our spine in line with our head. So the head's not dropping, it's lifting. It's almost like you feel the top of the ears moving back. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, we lift. Lift all the way. And let's step that left foot to meet the right. That's a long time in the lunge. Bring the left foot to meet the right. Notice how the legs feel. One may feel very different than the other. Let's step the right leg back now. So the left knee is forward, the right leg is back. Back heel is up or down, your choice. Bend and straighten the front knee a few times until you feel and you see perhaps knee over ankle and heel. Then notice if the belly's kind of hanging and the ribs are hanging forward and pull them back. Sit down a little bit more in that left hip. Maybe you adjust your back leg. It might move back a little bit more. It might move forward a little bit more because we want our balance. You don't want to feel like you're on railroad tracks. So you might need to widen your stance by moving the left foot out a little bit or the right foot out a little bit. Let's lean forward. Both hands are on the chair. Notice how the weight is coming towards the left thigh. Inhale, lift up. Imagine that string on top of your head. Somebody's pulling it upwards. Exhale, lean forward. Feel the thigh working. Lift up. Exhaling forward. Notice the weight in your front foot. Notice the weight in your back foot. Pull the feet towards each other isometrically. Notice what happens as you pull your feet towards each other. No one can really see this movement. Feel how your legs are working. Lift tall. Let's bring the right foot to meet the left. A lot of work, isn't it? It is a lot of work. Okay, speaking of work, let's do our chair pose. We love it, right? Kind of, sort of, maybe. We got to do it though. It's good for the thighs. So bring the block in between your thighs, holding on both hands on the chair or one hand on the chair if you're sideways. Feel your mountain pose. Push down through your feet. Now notice when you're hugging the block how it might feel weird to push down through one foot more than the other, but try lightening the left foot and then alternate, lightening the right. So we got a slight bend in the right. Walk it a few times. Kind of awkward. Then go ahead and find your chair pose. Take your sit bones back. Back, 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 back. You can lean your spine forward here. Draw the shoulders up and back. Then lift your spine. Keep your hips back. Working the thighs. Knees are over. They're over the middle toes, but the heels are back a little bit. Your weight is going back in your heels, and it's okay for this pose. You don't want to feel any knee pain. Let's inhale and straighten the legs. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breathe in, breathe out, sit on down, have a seat in the chair that's not there. Sit bones are back. Maybe this time you take your right arm forward. Yep, sit bones back, right arm forward, forward, sit bones back, reach, 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 sit bones back. Your heart may lower a little bit. And then slowly rise up, bring the arm back beside you. Awesome. Stand on up for a little break. I'm gonna move the chair this side. We're going down again. Exhale, sit bones back. Spine can move forward. Feel your shoulder blades on your back. Then lift your spine. Maybe take the left arm forward. Awesome. Feel how the thighs, they're working. This is building up some strength here. Maybe if you're feeling super balanced, you might take both arms forward. Maybe you keep your right arm forward and your left arm back. And then you gaze over your left fingertips. Maybe both arms are forward. Maybe you take the right arm back, gaze back, bring it forward, push down to your feet, stand up. That's a long time, that pose. Let's say goodbye to it. Put the block to the side and find wall dog. Find your wall dog. Sit bones back. Feel your shoulder blades come onto your back. I like to press the palms down into the chair, whether it's on the seat of the chair or the back. And then we kind of lift the underside of the arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then walk your feet back in. Let's play a little bit with walking in place. I'm told this helps a lot of people when we think about heel, ball, toe. So you're gonna hold on now. You might have two chairs surrounding you. That might help your balance, or you might have a cane on one side. And we're gonna lift the right knee and then lower it down. And then lift the left and lower it down. So we want to play with lifting the leg and feeling the transfer of weight. Walking is so complicated, right? Shift the weight now to the left leg, lifting the right knee. Then change it. Push down through the other, lift. So there's this root to rise. We're pushing down through one foot, lifting the other. Pushing down through the other foot, lifting the other knee. Doesn't matter how high, you work for where it's right for you. So lifting and lowering. Now, how is this yoga? Well, first of all, this is mindful movement. You can add your breath to it. Inhaling as the knee rises, exhaling as it lowers. Transferring weight, we use that root to rise concept. So we're pushing down through the standing leg as the other one lifts. You can do this seated as well. You can be seated in your chair as we walk in place. Now, this is a little harder to do in place, but I want you to think about heel, ball, toe, landing first, then lifting the other. Heel, ball, toe, push it down, and the other. Lifting, placing it down, lowering the ball. So I'm going to just show it, and if you're feeling balanced and you want to walk in a line, you can. You can also walk next to a wall and have your hands on the wall and you have a cane in the other hand. You want to do what's right for you in terms of balance, but we're going to play with heel, landing, ball toe. And then heel, landing, ball toe. So we're lifting, lowering, placing, lifting, lowering. There's a shift of weight. And then we reverse. Now, so we're not, in yoga, we're not necessarily trying to get anywhere. Maybe you've got a friend at the other side that you want to check out and say hi to. So, but you're not necessarily trying to get to some destination. We're going back and forth, mindfully stepping and walking. So lifting, lowering, stepping it down. So that's that heel, ball, toe. Transferring the weight, shifting, lifting, heel, ball, toe. There's a shift. So the back heel rises, lifting, placing, shifting. That's the ball toe. Try it one more time. This is like, my father-in-law told me this was one of the best things for him. And then I heard some other people, I was working with someone privately and they told me last week that it was one of the best things they learned in our session together. So just want to make sure I give it to you as well. Lifting, placing heel down. There's a shift and a weight. Lifting, heel, ball, toe. While that shift is happening, you can roll through your foot. Heel, ball, toe. Lifting, heel, ball, toe. All right, we'll let that go. Come back to our center. Let's do a wide-legged warrior. So bringing the right foot out and the left foot out. Right toes are pointing to the right. You can have the chair in front of you or to the side of you. We're going to bend the knee over the heel. Notice if your spine is moving towards the bent knee. Try to bring it back up, right? So that we're stacking shoulders over hips. Let's straighten it. Push down through the feet to rise up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, we straighten. Exhale, we bend. Maybe lifting the right arm, keeping the left on the chair, or opening up both. Breathe in and breathe out. You might tilt towards the bent knee and then lift back up. Gonna put a little bit of weight in that thigh. Exhale, tilt towards the bent knee. Lift back up. One more time, maybe you tilt. Now, if you're feeling super balanced, you might bring that hand in front of the thigh. You might play with lifting the other arm upwards. Maybe, 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 maybe not. Come back to warrior two. Straighten the leg, all 10 toes forward. Walk your feet inwards. So we go in to go out. We make friends with ourselves. Then we reach out into the world. So here we become warriors. Open up your warrior. And then toes to the left. Smile as you find your warrior. Knee over heel. Pressing the right heel back. Opening up your one arm. Gazing over your fingertips. Maybe straightening and lowering the arm. Inhaling, lifting one or both arms, pushing down through the feet. Now you can feel like you're pulling your heels towards each other and that might give you a little strength. Then you pull your pelvic floor in and up. Straighten the leg. Bend it. Maybe lean now towards the bent knee. Lift it back up. Just feel the shift in the weight, what happens. Shift it. So the weight is shifting towards the front. Lift it. Maybe you lower the arm down and kind of push it into the side. I'm going to show you the inside of the leg here. So we're pushing thigh into arm and arm into thigh. Maybe the forearm is on the thigh. Maybe Depending upon how you're feeling, you might lift the other arm. Let's come back to warrior two. You guys are warriors. All 10 toes forward. Walk your feet back in. We've been working hard, so notice how your body feels now. Notice how it feels now. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe take your hand in, up to your chest. Feel your heart rate. Breathe in and breathe out. Breath is in. Breath is out. Draw a smile across your heart. Release the arms. Let's find a side bend. You can use your arms or not use your arms to the side bend. We're going to side bend towards the right. Hand can be on the chair. Maybe lifting the arm in the cactus or overhead. Your hips may sway a bit to the left. Good. Push down through your feet. Feel them evenly on the earth. Inhale, rise up, lower the arm down. Other side. Holding on to the chair. Feet are parallel in mountain pose. Pulling belly in and up. Side bending. Maybe the right elbow lifts. Maybe the arm lifts over the ear. Feel a nice lengthening along the side of the body. But feel strength on the left side. That's it. Feel your shoulder blades on your back. Push down through your feet, rise up. Awesome. Circle the shoulders around and about. Find a wall dog on our way to seated. So maybe hands are on the seat of the chair. Walk it back. We got our wall dog. Maybe sway your weight forward. Your hands come a little forward. You want to make sure that the chair is stable when you're doing something like this. You always want the chair to be stable, but make sure it's really stable as you lean forward. Then exhale, pull it back. Inhale, take it forward. So there's weight bearing on our hands. Pull the hips back. Bring it on forward. Maybe do a yoga push-up. So you bend your elbows, lowering slightly down. Belly pulls in. Push down through your palms, rise up. Exhale, pull back. Inhale forward. I know I tricked you. I said just a wall dog and then we'd sit down. We're going to sit down. One more push-up. Fingers are spread, elbows bent towards us. Press down, rise up. Feel your hips move back. Feel the weight sway in your feet. Feel it centered. Then walk yourself in towards the chair and have a seat. Have a seat and bring your tie with you so we can stretch the back of the legs. As if we didn't already. Bring the strap around your right foot. Press the heel away. Shoulders up and back. Pulling the toes towards you. Breathe in and breathe out. Breath is in and breath is out. Let's turn the toes outward. We're tall. Feel the lengthening through the back of the leg. Inhale, toes upwards. Lower the heel down. Pull your toes towards you. Pull the strap in towards your arch. Press down through the left foot. Inhale, lift the leg. Stretch it out. Maybe rest the leg on an ottoman or table or another chair in front of you. Exhale, release. And drag the heel in. Other side. You can always stay longer in these. You can always stay longer in these poses. You could return to this stretch later in the day. If you're feeling your legs are feeling tight, this is a great one to come back to. Lifting the leg, pressing the heels away, shoulders up and back. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Heel in, toes out. Feel your body. Notice how the whole body feels. Then notice how the leg feels. Inhale, toes up. Grow tall. Exhale, release. Drag the heel back in. Put the tie to the side. Find a twist towards your right. Center. And towards the left. And center. And take a stretch, maybe press your arms away and then up. And then exhale, release your arms down. And relax the back of your hands on your thighs. Perhaps close your eyes. And picture the smile going through your body. Perhaps drawing smiles all over your body. Your feet, your legs, your hip, your belly, your heart, your arms, middle of your forehead, and inside of your lips, lifting the outer corners of your lips upwards. That's the advanced yogi pose. The end of a practice, or not really the end of a practice, we can use this anytime. It's a meditation sometimes we use, and it goes like this. Let's think of a community or somebody you love or a friend and send it to them in a friendly way. So may you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be at ease. Now say it to yourself. So you can replace you with may I. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. May I be at ease. We bring our palms together in front of our heart. May all living beings be happy, healthy, peaceful, and at ease. Have a wonderful Wednesday, everybody. Have an absolutely wonderful Wednesday.
You have a
Mindy, that was so good for my numb feet. I have neuropathy, so my feet are very numb. So the work with our feet was good for me.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. It's really good to hear because then we know what to bring in. And it's also good for others to hear because if they have neuropathy, they might try the same strategy and really notice how it feels different for them.
Thank you, Mindy. It's always amazing to me how I feel like I'm 85 when I start, and I feel like I'm 35 when we finish.
Mary, you're the best.
I go for
I love
65.
it. Namaste.
That's great. That's great. We should advertise that. You know, decrease your age by 30 years in 1 hour.
Yeah, it works.
Hey, Mindy, I had a question about the one that we did the ha at, because I do Tai Chi, and we do like at one part you do a punch and you go ha. Is that kind of the same idea?
Well, we don't have the punch in, but yeah, I think, you know, the idea is you're letting it out. It's an exhale, and it's really good to make the sound, right?
Right.
You could, I mean, the tradition is ha for breath of joy, but I don't know why you couldn't do ma, you know?
Right.
But there is when you exhale, we teach people, you go ha, and the exhale's like heating up a mirror or fogging the mirror up when we say ha, you know?
Right, okay.
You feel that heat? There's a release there. Ask your Tai Chi person. I want to know what they say.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'll see if I'll just tell them that we did the ha this way, but like I said, you do like you have the fist and then you just go huh. and
Yeah,
then
so with
back.
us, we're just going, ha, like
Right.
slicing the
Am I gonna
air.
say- am
It
I
sure
gonna say-
feels similar, doesn't it?
Yeah, because he said, he's always like, take your aggressions out. Like the one lady, she was upset with Lowe's. They were working with her. So he's like, that's Lowe's over there. Ha! So we're
Yep.
like, okay.
Yep,
But I'll ask him for sure and then let you know. I'll either text you or email you or whatever. So
awesome, awesome.
So.
Yeah, there are similarities that run across the disciplines.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you.
All right, take care, everyone.
Thank you, Mindy.
You too. Thank you.